Hi and welcome. I'm Carolyn. In this little video, I wish to share with you the EFT tapping points. EFT, of course, stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, otherwise simply known as tapping. I will say that if and as you go browsing around into other tapping professionals' works out on the internet, I can assure you, you will certainly see little differences. Each and every one of us have learned under our skilled teacher, and yeah, each and every one of them brings just a little variation, so don't be surprised, okay? But this is how I learned under the Jackie McDonald method. I love bringing EFT tapping into my personal and my professional life. Here are the points. We'll start at the side of the hand, and I invite you to actually tap along, okay? And I'm just going to show you the points at this moment. The points we'll tap on. We call this the karate chop point, and this is where we will say three statements, setup statements, and they typically go according to sort of a similar line of, even though this issue I'm dealing with, even though this is going on, I love myself no matter what. And so we would, by tapping on this point, here's where we would be saying three statements based on, yeah, whatever it is, whether it's stress or anxiety or, or a limiting belief or stressors in the world or something you really want to get through, something you're experiencing that's holding you back. Troubling you, okay? That would be the point of the issue. Even though that thing's going on, I love myself no matter what. And if saying I love myself no matter what is really hard, it can, of course, be toned down to start perhaps in a statement way of, I really appreciate myself, okay? So don't get hung up on those words. The next point, top of the head, acupressure points on the top of the head. It actually feels really good to tap in and around the crown of the head. The next one is at the eyebrow point. It's kind of just above the eyebrows towards the center of the brow, where some might otherwise call it the third eye. And then beside the eyes. And then under the eyes, if you're like me and wear glasses, you might have to move them under the eyes. I will say that there's no right or wrong way to do EFT tapping, okay? So if you miss a point, or you simply want to tap with one hand or the other or both, it just simply doesn't matter, okay? Don't get hung up on doing it right. The next one is under the nose. And you get to decide. The next one is under the mouth. You get to decide even how many times you want to tap. You might feel like tapping 3-4 times, or it just feels good and you feel like tapping 6 or 7 times or 8 times. No right or wrong. Next point is at the collarbone. And as you tap here, you might just notice what I just did and do it for yourself, is find yourself naturally wanting to take a nice deep breath. And that's a good thing, hey? Then under the arms. And you can do it in a couple of different ways. It's kind of for ladies, it's at where that bra line, if you wear a bra, under the arms there. You can cross over and do it that way if you want. Again, just no right or wrong way. Next one is under the chest, and it's kind of in that hollow of the rib cage right there. And I will say that for those that typically tend to carry tension or in their belly, that is, or have, kind of digestive issues. This might be a bit of a tender spot. That's okay. Be gentle, be loving. And then finally, the final tapping point is at the wrists. You can do it any way you like. Some do it that way. I like doing it that way. And then to bring your hands down into your lap. And in the next little video, I'm going to show you how to kind of bring it all together, okay? And how we actually start a tapping session. So, good work. Let's, just before we go, one final. Do it with me. Tap on, here's the points without the words in this moment. Good work. It's as simple as doing something like that. And it really even, 5 minutes can produce wonderful benefits. Okay, head on over to the next video and let's bring it together.